here working the phone say a lot of their customers are freaked out, waiting to see how low the Dow will go. They're focused on the Dow, not so focused on OPEC. Yes, OPEC did cut production by 1.5 million barrels per day.
And we're not getting the bid wanted. We're not getting the stop trading, and we see where the buyers are. We're just every day they're pounding it. Can't look at it after you buy it. It's so horrible.
But we've had an 8-day losing streak in the Dow that, in percentage terms, puts it on par, close to the loss suffered in that crash in 1987, close to that percentage loss those 2 days in 1929.
Why so much panic on the street? So many images of graph depicting downward trend, fear alarming news headlines, layoffs, bankruptcies, etc. Oh, they are talking about recession. Okay, but why we are talking about this right now? Aren't we growing very fast? All business channels and so many large players across social media talking to invest more. FIIs are buying daily in Indian markets. As per many research houses, Nifty gonna hit 20,000 by December 2022. Wow, isn't that great? Shouldn't I buy more and become rich? But wait, isn't this going against the basic law of economics? Let me explain this. We all have seen this economic graph, which depicts economic cycle. If it starts with boom, then peak, followed by recession, then trough, then recovery, and then again another rally. And this continues forever. Well, you may ask me, we all understand this cycle, but right now, everyone is saying that we are in boom period. That's why we will hit 20,000 Nifty. Is that so? Okay, let's understand that what leads to economic boom. This is the cycle that leads to economic boom. Do you think something is missing here? Currently, asset prices are rising. Agreed that most things are getting expensive right now. But that's due to inflation, not because of quality or higher demand, right? What else? You may say confidence is rising in the economy. Here, RBI has not published data post March 2022. So let's see for US confidence index, which is clearly indicating that people don't want to spend more as of now. That means confidence is declining in the economy, right? Next, what about higher growth? Don't ask me to speak on that. If that was so, why is Google warning its employees of bloodbath, and so many other players have already started to lay off their employees? So now you tell me, when we have multiple things missing, we can be sure about one thing. We are not in boom period. Just to give clarity, from pre-COVID levels, we corrected and we recovered. This recovery was clearly thanks to value migration, and we saw IT and pharma boomed, and that brought an unanticipated rally. And further, what helped was the pent-up demand in other sectors like auto, as many people during COVID times postponed buying a vehicle, so later there was a bigger demand. Similarly, hospitality and tourism saw revenge travel. Great, we had a boom period. But for boom period to be followed by another boom period, we need some big technical or technological disruption to happen. Have you seen something that created disruption positively? It hasn't. So, my question to all those who are stating 20,000 Nifty level is, you want to create boom over boom, but tell me how. Anyways, that was economics part. Let me come back to our topic, because we all want to be recession rich. So let's talk about how you could win while others are losing. Technically, recession is when country's GDP falls continuously for 2 quarters. And we all know, Biden is trying to change this definition as well. Just kidding. Well, as law of economics says, recession is inevitable, which means people will face financial trouble, possibly lose their job, and maybe worse. But this doesn't have to be you. If you have made the right choice right now, then recession will be a golden opportunity to make more money than you have ever imagined. After all, recession is coming, so you may as well profit from it. Just before talking about the recession rich, you need to be clear that if recession was so bad, then why Warren Buffett, who is among top 10 richest person in the world, had said that I just hope I see a lot of recessions. This is just because behind every panic in the economy, there is a gold mine of opportunities. You need to understand that not all businesses fail during recession. many thrive to succeed. Few examples of such companies that grew are TCS after 2008 recession, Zoom after 2020 recession. We all know that Netflix gained 16 million clients during lockdown itself. And here are the 42 Indian startups that entered the unicorn club in 2021 thanks to 2020 panic. Okay, now let's address elephant in the room. Who is about to get rich from any upcoming recession? You are. Yes, you, only if you are prepared for it. Let's jump into the crux of this video and let's understand how you are getting recession rich. Just for simplification purposes, I have divided this video in two parts, preparation phase and action phase. So let's understand how you should be preparing for the recession. For that, let's understand this vicious circle. We know that central banks printed lots of money in recent past, so people are getting cheaper loans. So they increase their expenditure and everyone was enjoying. But at the same time, you know what's about to come. Your time to become rich. So this is the time to sharpen your weapon. The best weapon in recession is cash. Yes, cash is king. When everyone is spending, you are saving. You are parking your hard-earned money in liquid investments. You cleared your loans and outstanding credit card bills and make sure that your credit score is very high. Okay, now you'll ask me, I did this. Am I prepared now? No, you are only 50% prepared. Another 50% is your research. Don't worry, this is covered in part 2. But now, answer me. What will you do at the time of economic collapse? You will invest back into the economy. As you know something that others don't know, that the market will eventually bounce back. And that's the best investment advice you can ever get from any big investor. You have the opportunity to buy low and sell high later. Remember, markets bounced from 7500 Nifty levels to 18,600 Nifty levels in less than 2 years. Such could be your returns. Always remember, nobody can time the market, but the market will always bounce back. So you can buy low and sell high. But the golden opportunity is that market will eventually crash. You got this, right? Now let's jump into part 2, the action phase. You have accumulated cash. So as per your bank balance, you can choose among these 3 options or create something for yourself. Option 1. During recession, stock markets fall. Stocks are cheaper and good companies are available at discount. There are 2 options. Either identify great companies like I did in 2020 fall. For example, I bought Tata Motors on an average price of roughly 90 rupees and close to the peak exited the same at roughly 500 rupees. Similarly, you can also identify such companies that you know are great investments and will definitely bounce back post this recession. You can do your own research and keep your shopping list ready and jot down the prices on which you are comfortable to buy and hold it for long term. I share my stock ideas as well. The recent addition video is in the corner and in description box. That stock is already up roughly 15% and I am ready with cash to be deployed in any correction. If you can do your own research, keep an eye on companies that are solving people's problem. They may be offering cheaper prices on their stuff. Remember, during recession, tobacco and alcohol did very well because they are selling escapism. Because in recession times, people used to watch Netflix, buy stuff for their families through Amazon, take a glass of wine and don't want to think about the future worries. But what you will do when economy is collapsing? Yes, invest back as you did your proper research, kept your shopping list ready and deployed your cash in staggered manner. You bought stocks that were on huge discounts and then just sit back and relax and enjoy the panic on the street. This brings us to the option number 2. Make your business dream come true. Okay, hearing this word, many people think that it's too much efforts and I agree to it. Businesses are never easy. But you will also agree that more than 60% of riches are business owners. So you know that it's a successful way to create generational wealth. Nowadays, the best part is that you need not to start full-fledged. You could start some side business and gradually grow it. This gives you stability and good side income. Something that I personally do in my spare time is financial advisory. You need to understand that during recession, you can take the big step. If you have cash, you have better pricing power. You have the best negotiating power in the form of cash. Remember this. Most business suppliers are offering discount at such times to clear their inventories, so you can benefit from it. Through this, you can increase your margins. You can expand your businesses. Remember, India created 42 unicorns during 2021 post-recession phase. This brings us to option number 3, real estate. Okay. You have accumulated decent capital. You have a good credit score. Now at this point, you can look for a bigger opportunity. We know during recession lots of businesses are facing tough times. Individuals are also facing financial issues. So people are facing tough time to service their loans. They sell their real estate at distressed prices. And if you could cut through a good deal, then why not? I know this sounds opportunistic, but why not? You want to get rich and these are the best times. You know that you are getting something at 40-50% discount, and once things turn around, you can make 4x or 5x. Here, good credit score also helps in getting better interest rates, right? Always remember, recession does two things. First, it puts pressure on sellers. They might have lost their jobs or slashed their incomes. Secondly, it cut down the number of buyers, as all are not prepared to get recession rich. Now comes the part where many of you out there don't have enough money, but still you could benefit from such times. You could do your own research properly. You can make money by offering such services for commission for other investors. There you have it. You are recession rich. The most important part of this video is the preparation stage. And as you know, you cannot time the market, but you also know that the crash is going to happen at some point. Somewhere my decision to buy Tata Motors came through experience. Similarly, I am ready to take advantage for the next upcoming recession. Always remember, the markets are always growing. So if you invest in the market for a longer term, the more profit you are going to make. It's rightly said, the young you are, the better. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please click like if you appreciate my content. It would mean a lot. If you are new to my channel, subscribe for upcoming videos. Here we try our best to make videos knowledgeable. If you enjoyed it, please comment and share with your friends. Thank you, and as always, happy learning.